She go kill that baby. Yeah, she finna drink that baby into the graveyard. She go smoke that baby lungs. I bet that baby have a respiratory infection. It gonna have asthma. What else that baby gonna have? Yeah, that baby gonna be cross-eyed. I got a glass eye. That baby really gonna be cross-eyed. Yeah, that baby eye really gonna be cross. I can take this one out. See, I ain't cross. That's a one eye. They baby gonna be.
Charleston White is stirring the pot again, and this time he aimed dead at Christian Rock. CPS finally stepped in and took little Junie out of her care, and Charleston didn't waste a second dragging her name through the mud. He jumped on the story like a vulture, hyping up the worst takes and acting like as the one exposing the truth. The situation got uglier after reports that Christian's own sister had been holding the child in terrible condition for days, and Charleston ran with that, amplifying every leaked detail like it was front-page news. Then the nastier stuff started circulating. Leaked medical reports allegedly showing the boys struggling with multiple health issues. Charleston turned those whispers into a full-on spectacle. He didn't stop there. On live, he started making cruel bets and wild predictions about the baby's future, calling out Blueface, hyping rumors, and even betting cash that the baby wouldn't make it to 9 months. That's not commentary anymore. That's straight harassment, playing with someone else's real pain for views. The whole thing read like a worst-case tabloids war. Charleston mocking the mom, taunting the dad, daring people to tag Blueface, and treating a newborn's life like a stunt. People were shocked. Some said he crossed every line. Others shrugged and moved on, but the toxicity stuck. And behind all that noise were the leaked reports about a pregnancy lived with smoking, drinking, and reckless behavior, allegations that, true or not, became fuel for Charleston Circus. He turned a fragile kid's story into clickbait, and now the internet is split between outrage and morbid fascination. Instead of stepping up and making things right, many say Chrisean has only been making her son's life harder, almost like she's pushing him away at the exact moment he needs her most. Every move she makes just adds more weight to the chaos, and people can't believe what they're watching unfold.
About a kid, my son, Chrisean Jesus Malone Jr., he's straight. He's $1 billion baby, so stay tuned. But no, it's not blind. No, it's not. He's a child. It's cool though. It is. My baby's blessed from the head to his toe. Like what? Y'all forgot when he got dedicated on the 7th day? Not even addressing nothing, cause I don't give up. You feel me? We ain't talking about your baby, cause it don't get you views. Like, you can't talk about your own kids. You know why? Because it ain't going to get you views. It's not going to get people watching. So, yeah, talk about what's most wanted. Talk about what's most talked about. Me. Chrisean. The name Chrisean is like stat. You could be talking, walking, playing football, everything. Who is y'all to tell me what he diagnosed with, and what he look like, what he sound like? Y'all don't know nothing about God. Y'all don't know nothing about nothing. If you talking to me like that, I rebuke everything y'all saying about my child. To be honest. But I like the bro. You know why? Cause all the glory to God, bro. Like, y'all gonna be looking real stupid. You talking about?
And here's where jaws really drop. Charleston had already called this years ago. Back when Chrisean was still carrying Junior, he went online, bold as ever, claiming the baby wasn't going to come out healthy because of how she was treating her pregnancy. Most folks laughed it off as hate at the time. But now, those same words are circling back, and it feels like Charleston's prediction is hauntingly coming true right in front of us. At one point, Charleston even went as far as to question whether Junior would survive long after birth.
Everybody making it seem like I wasn't trying to come get my kid. She was not trying to open the door. She's not trying to get my baby up. She took her for ransom. I went there tonight. We waited till she pulled up. When she pulled up, that's when I called the cops. We called the cops. So we in the car, we waiting for the cops. The cops go inside. They like, what's going on? I said, look, she's not trying to get my baby up. She took her for ransom. I don't know if he's safe. I don't know what's up. She telling, like, she's saying online, like, I'm not trying to come get my son when she's refusing to give me my son. Okay, it's 6 a.m. right now, y'all. So it's 3 a.m. in LA. Let me show you what happened, though. I got my kid. They had to break into the house to get my son.
With the cops. They're on the couch.
Thankfully, that part never came true, but everything else he warned about seems to have played out. The drama really exploded when Chrisean started putting Junior on her Instagram lives, and fans instantly noticed something wasn't right about his appearance. And Charleston wasn't the only one raising red flags. Even Blueface himself once called her out, saying flat out that she was a terrible mom. But back then, people brushed it off as nothing more than baby daddy drama.
Your mother instincts kick in day one when you gave birth. Why? Because I was there. It didn't kick in. It didn't kick in. When the nurses came in and told you, can they talk to you about yourself? You're like, no. Just go ahead and put it out there when I was wrong. Yeah, and they said you had chlamydia. Your mother instincts didn't kick in. They said we had to do a C-section. Guess what? You refused. You didn't want to mess up your little tattoo. Or you didn't want to get cut, right? Oh, all right. Instincts was that thing. Because you sent through that infected canal, right? You did. You did that. So, don't do that. And I encourage you. I keep asking you, leave me alone. But you want to play with my children now, right? You play with my children. Talking on my grandbaby, like... You know what's crazy? We will never talk about Chrisean because he's special and we really love him. But yo, you are foul. You are foul and disgusting. And how you playing? It's a no-go zone. It's a no-go zone over here. You know that. It's a no-go zone over here. We had a meeting with CPS. My reason for that is because I have to clear my name. I have to clear my position. Yes, I'm gonna protect myself. You tell lies and you sell fake stories. I see what's going on. You don't mind. So okay, why would I, after you didn't come get him, be like, okay, I'm just gonna wait on Chrisean's time? No, it don't work like that, baby girl. It's me. It exists. But you played. You let your little emotions in your rewire your little brain, and you did what you did. Now you think it's cool. It's not. Play with me, my household, host in my household. When was that ever a thing that's cool to play with? It was never a thing cool to play with. You did wrong. Dead wrong. You say, okay, you want me to lay it out? I'll lay it out. But I'm gonna leave that for now. Don't keep playing with me. Or my kids, y'all threatening my daughter, saying I'm actually, who come to see out of that? Pull up. Don't do that. Don't do that. You start a bunch of unnecessary foul drama. You can't hold your word on nothing. You heard me. You can't hold your word on nothing. One thing you held your word on was coming with the police, and you brought the whole police force. And yes, I'm not answering my door. And that was me, yeah, sitting on the couch. I don't answer the door for the police. What are you talking about? Especially after they come at 2 something in the morning. Why would I answer the door? Why would I? You play games. And you thought you was going to play with me, but I made sure my name was canceled out with CPS and anybody, so you couldn't play with me with him. You did that, though. You did that. So now your karma, that's on you. But don't forget, every action, the reaction right behind it. So be careful on the type of reactions that you want. You keep putting negativity out here, negativity will chase you down. Like, I could really do you dirty. You know what? I'll keep my little stuff in the tuck.
Never imagining how real those words might look today. But those words from Blueface hit way differently now. Out of pure frustration, he posted, I tried to do the right thing and keep it private, but this beef just keeps dragging on. Leave me the F alone, you baby. He didn't sugarcoat a thing. I had a baby with her, shaking my head. It's my fault too, can't cap. I wanted the abortion, but she prayed for this. His anger only grew sharper as he added, I don't care about your feelings. My son is hurting every day, and she's acting like it's not a problem. You had a baby on live, but now you're mad about the truth being live. That one post shook social media like an earthquake. And he didn't stop there, blasting Chrisean for failing to prioritize their son's hernia surgery. According to him, the only reason Junior even got treatment was because he exposed her negligence online. Otherwise, she kept skipping appointments, blowing it off, and putting her fun above his urgent needs. I went to Baltimore thinking it's surgery time, Blueface revealed, and they told me she missed the appointment. The neglect accusations hit heavy, painting the image of a mother chasing clout instead of caring for her child. That's when Charleston White, who had been quiet for a while, finally jumped back into the fire. The shocking reports came out that Chrisean had dumped her son on her sister Renee just to go live her own life. Renee, already a mother herself, was left to cover bills and care for a child with serious medical needs, while waiting on the $15,000 Chrisean had promised her as payment. But the money never came. Overworked and overwhelmed, Renee reached her breaking point. Fed up with being strung along, she refused to hand Junior back until she got what was owed. Instead of handling it herself, Chrisean sent her other sister Tessa to pick Junior up, and chaos broke loose. Tessa and Renee got into a heated physical fight, and Renee wasted no time blasting her side online. "I'm not a babysitter, nor did I kidnap anybody's baby. I have 6 of my own," she wrote. "I'm not going to do anything but show you all how to get it right, even in the worst storm. Junior has grown, and this was a lesson he needed." Her words hit like gasoline on fire, and the family drama spilled even further into the public eye. Renee's daughter Destiny jumped in to defend her mom after Chrisean reportedly called her broke. Destiny came with a fiery clapback, tearing into Chrisean's credibility and exposing her lack of accountability. In her statement, she wrote, "It's absurd you get so upset because my mom didn't take your side. You need to acknowledge your mistakes. Don't bring up money when it was never about money. My mom works tirelessly for Junior's well-being, despite her own challenges. She gives everything she can for him." The message was clear. Destiny wasn't about to let Chrisean drag her mother's name. The feud exploded into a bigger circus, with the internet taking sides and Junior stuck in the middle of the mess. Destiny didn't stop at defending her mom. She doubled down and accused Chrisean of straight-up exploiting her son. The whole saga turned into a public spectacle where family honor, internet clout, and a child's well-being all collided in the ugliest way possible. Destiny didn't hold back, claiming she constantly reached out just to get Junior's social security information, so she could handle his need herself. "We do nothing but care for him and give him love," she said, "yet you exploit him like a pawn because you know my mom will always step in. And that's unfair." According to her, Renee practically raises a boy, taking him everywhere, paying bills, buying clothes, underwear, and covering daily expenses, while Chrisean only shows up when she feels like it. And even then, Destiny said, "It's rare." The picture painted was brutal. A mother who swoops in for appearances, then leaves her child with nothing while someone else shoulders all the responsibility. But then came the bombshell that broke the internet wide open. Renee claimed that when Chrisean gave birth, she was battling a severe chlamydia infection so bad that doctors warned it wasn't even sanitary for a natural delivery. Despite the risks, she allegedly refused a C-section and pushed anyway. That revelation sent shockwaves across social media, with many saying it finally explained Junior's serious health struggles since birth. Of course, Charleston White didn't waste a second adding gasoline to the flames. He jumped in with his trademark commentary, tearing into Chrisean and amplifying the already chaotic storm around her name. Fans were furious. Comments poured in, dragging her parenting and questioning how anyone could still support her. "She is a horrible mom. That baby is suffering and needs help ASAP. I hate that people defend this," one commenter blasted. Another added, "Junior clearly has disabilities. She's saying is walking and talking like normal. She must think we're fools." The backlash hasn't slowed down. Each day the pressure on Chrisean gets heavier, and the cries for CPS to step in permanently grow.